What's going on YouTube? This is Necrostevo and you're watching one of my narrated Wi-Fi battle videos. Today's match is a match I had against Zephyr, aka Poriotic Superfan. I left his link to his channel in his description. Please go check him out. We had a really interesting match, and also thank you Zephyr for helping me get a lot of the things, or at least a couple of things that I've been trying to breed. So just looking at my team there, you can kind of see I'm leading off with Klefki, like a lot of people are doing. I don't have quite the same set as everyone else does, but you know, Klefki being a prankster user is a very good Pokemon to lead off with. I see that he leads off with Garchomp, and I'm like, oh crap, he's just gonna go Mega and use Earthquake. And to be honest, there's nothing on my team that I really want to switch in. I could switch in Steelix and maybe take 2 Earthquakes, but I would really rather just put up some entry hazards. So Klefki is just going to get destroyed by this Earthquake, and there's not really anything I can do about it. So for Klefki, I do set up a layer of spikes that's actually a weather user, which is why I led with it, but I thought that the spikes would be more advantageous in this battle than the weather. So he's going to go for another Earthquake, and I find out that I would not have been able to take 2 of those Earthquakes. This is Thumper, the in-game Steelix you can get, and I put a little bit of special defense on it. And I get a crit Dragon Tail. The crit doesn't really matter, but more importantly, I get him out of there. And very nicely, I send him out into his Thumper, the in-game Steelix as well, which actually has some pretty good IVs. I believe it has a 31 in defense, and everything else is a 30. But I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rocks, and I believe he's just going to set his up as well, or he might just go for an Earthquake on the next turn here. And so we just exchange rocks. It's nice to get back to the good old complimentary exchange of the rock ceremony. It's a nice thing, really. And I really wanted to get this as an opportunity to switch in my Ariados and maybe set up the Sticky Web and perhaps set up the T-Spikes. I have a couple of Pokemon that will really benefit from residual damage and my opponent being slowed down. And so after I saw how much that Earthquake did, even after the Stealth Rocks, this is a max HP, max attack Adamant Ariados. A little different from my other Ariados named Charlotte, which is more designed to abuse that sniper ability. But I'm able to get up the Sticky Web, and then I live the second Earthquake, which means I'm going to be able to get up a layer of Toxic Spikes as well. Which is great, because Steelix is very popular, so having an idea of how well Ariados can take attacks from the common Steelix set is pretty awesome. Here, Zephyr actually, I think he predicted me to switch out because he went for Dragon Tail, knowing that another Earthquake would most likely finish off my Ariados. And that's fine by me. I go out into my Scarf Deadeye. Thank you, Kelly, for trading me an excellent Clauncher to train up into a Clawitzer. And I'm just going to be able to finish him off with the Water Pulse. Now, I knew he had several Pokemon that he could just switch in, but at the same time, having a Scarf Clawitzer means that I can kind of threaten anything that he switches in as well. So he goes out into his Aegislash. I really think it's Aegislash, but whatever. He's going to Swords Dance up. The Water Pulse does not actually do as much as I want it to. And he's going to go for the Shadow Sneak, I believe, on the next turn, which is perfect because I didn't think that a Shadow Sneak would take me out. Clawitzer actually has reasonable bulk for just a Stage 1 Pokemon. And so I'm able to take that, and then I'm going to be able to finish him off with another Water Pulse, which is fantastic. And the reason I have Clawitzer on this team, Scarf, Mega Launcher boosted, Rain boosted Water Pulses really start to hurt after a while. Getting the rocks up was really, really nice because that's going to mean that Talonflame's HP gets his HP cut in half there, excuse me. And even more nicely, that means that he can't use Brave Bird or Flare Blitz as much without going for Roost, because it's going to be suffering so much recoil damage that that's really just not going to work out for it. Now I send in Steelix here to just see what he's going to do, and I expected that he would just Flare Blitz on the next turn here, But at the same time, I didn't really want to switch anything into it. I could have switched Gudra in, but at the same time, I would have preferred to save Gudra for not for just switching in freshly there, and not having to switch it into an attack, even though it is max HP, max defense. And so now I switch in my Gudra. Thank you, Dallas Boy, for helping me get this Gudra. Everyone's kind of helping me get Pokemon. It's really, really cool. But anyways, though, I did figure I could take a Brave Bird reasonably well because I was max HP, max defense. And I actually do take it very well. I'm able to finish off Talonflame with a Dragon Pulse. I love Gudra's expressions because it looks very placid, even kind of dopey when it's just standing there. But when it uses an attack, its brow furrows, and it's just like, all right, here we go. But in comes Garchomp, Mega Garchomp once again. He's gonna get caught in the sticky web, which is extremely important because Garchomp naturally has lower speed. I mean, Mega Garchomp has lower speed than Garchomp regularly does. And then having a speed lowered to -1, that means Gudra's going to be able to outspeed him. And that means I get to finish off that Garchomp, no problem. So, we're looking very well here. The reason I have a Life Orb on this Gudra is that it's a Rest Hydration set. I didn't get a chance to set up, or I had a chance to set up the rain, but I took that opportunity to use the spikes instead, which is actually helping out here a good bit. And so Chestnut comes in, gets poisoned, takes the entry hazard damage, which is awesome. I'm going to go for Sludge Bomb. I have Sludge Bomb on this Gudra just to catch fairies on the switch in. Unfortunately, I barely miss out on the KO there. And that means he's going to be able to finish me off with a Hammer Arm, and it's going to be one of those wonderful situations where we have a double down. Because I'm going to go down to the Hammer Arm, he's going to go down to the Poison, and we truly have the first best type of down in 5th Gen on my channel. So I was looking forward to that, which is kind of the only reason that I stayed in. Granted, I didn't really have anything good to switch into it either. But here is where things kind of go south. Now, Aerodactyl naturally outspeeds Greninja. He could go for the priority Water Shuriken, but I'm actually going to go for Mega Evolution here, because I want to try out Mega Aerodactyl, which Mega Aerodactyl gets a new ability in Tough Claws. It's faster, it has higher attack and special attack. It is all around a better Pokemon. Unfortunately, my opponent had Quick Claw on his Greninja because he forgot he left it on there when he was training. And so that sucks because even though he had -1, even though I'm now way faster than him, it doesn't matter. Quick Claw makes him move first, and he kills my Mega Aerodactyl in one hit. That was a little unfortunate. That's not too bad, though, as I still have my Choice Scarf Clawitzer left. I can just go for a Dragon Pulse or even an Aura Sphere, which I think would have been a little bit stronger here. But he actually outspeeds me again with a Quick Claw and goes for a Dark Pulse, and that means Clawitzer just dies immediately. So I really think I had that battle, but he snatched it away at the very last second with some Quick Claw boosts. But anyways, though, I hope you all enjoyed this battle. As I record this, I'm actually packing to go to GMX in Nashville, Tennessee this weekend. So that's where I'll be this weekend, so if you guys don't see me on Skype a lot, that's where I am. If you guys are at GMX, be sure to try to find me. I'll be walking around wearing my Selfco employee outfit and carrying a Lapras around when I am cosplaying. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you had a happy Halloween. And if you're doing anything for Halloween, post-Halloween festivities this weekend, please be safe. Don't consume so much candy that you go into a coma. That is not recommended. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you all later. Bye now.